hope. A feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. March 3rd, the night everything changed for Ultra Rumble. It was March 3rd, just days after what many called the worst tournament in gaming history. The Ultra Rumble community was crushed. Hope had slipped away, leaving only despair. Everywhere you looked, whether in Reddit, Discord, videos, streams, the mood was heavy. Faces clouded with dread. Voices cried with a sense that the developers had abandoned them. Some were grieving losses, like loved ones being shot at point blank. Others worn down by endless decay. No matter the story, one truth was clear. Playing Ultra Rumble had become pure agony. Rumors began to spread online, whispers of a patch, a fix, anything to end the suffering. But little did the community know they were about to experience a night that would change their lives forever. Maintenance Night. After an entire season of questionable balance, overpowered characters, and changes that felt disconnected from what the players really wanted, the community begged for one single thing: a patch that could restore some sense of fairness to the game. Everyone hoped for something, anything, that would end this season on a better note. Some players called out cheaters, demanding bans and accountability. The Vacant players had reached their breaking point, openly admitting she needed a nerf. Meanwhile, the Strike Nedre stands couldn't hide their smiles, convinced she would hover through untouched. Shigaraki players were skeptical, convinced the devs lacked the courage to touch the infamous Immortal build. And poor Endeavor players? They were just praying they wouldn't be ignored, like always. As the servers went dark, the silence was deafening. All the data miners gathered, leaving no stone unturned in our investigation on what the update would hold. What we found was shocking. Not a new character, nor a cosmetic update, but something more profound. The game's balance, the very foundation of which the community had built its frustrations upon, began to shift. Lady Nagant's survivability was shot. Shigaraki's overwhelming power crumbled. Even Toshinori was dialed back a few levels. The developers showed, for the first time, a clear commitment to fix the game. Surprisingly, Endeavor's reworked alpha got the attention it so desperately needed. It didn't end there. Majority of the forgotten low tiers received attention too. Let's take a deeper look. Endeavor got an alpha rework in Season 15. Long story short, it's now percentage based, but you can only hold it for as long as 2 of what the alpha used to be at 4 ammo, and it does way less damage. It was so pathetic, the Tickle monster did more alpha damage. That's thousands of damage suddenly unachievable due to the devs' incompetence. Well, all that's thrown out the window now. It lasts for almost double the time, and the damage was increased to be somewhat closer to what it was prior to the rework. Despite desiring higher alpha damage, I agree with Stray. Really? I've switched sides. I'm quietly running quad alpha damage tunes. Just don't tell anyone. Other pro heroes weren't left behind. Hawks got a minor damage buff on his beta. Assault All Might's power returned, allowing him to crush opponents with his alpha like he used to. Rapid and Tech aren't the only viable All Mights now, which is pretty insane. Which leads me directly to his son. His change is rather divisive. They gave him a second beta. Whether you agree with this or not, Deku is undeniably in a much better position than he was a day ago. Just take a look at what Frozen did to me.
Is that the best? What did you? This is nothing. Here's a taste. Thank you.
I see him in every game, right alongside the next few I'll mention. Checking the feedback forums, one name stood out more than any other. Mount Lady is everywhere now. For good reason. Buffs to her damage and HP gave her a solid new presence on the battlefield. But this buff wasn't the most surprising, and was nothing compared to what they did to the next character I'm about to mention, Mirio. He received one change that single-handedly pushed him into S tier. 25 HP. Yes, I'm serious. This buff single-handedly forced every Mirio out of hiding, and they are terrorizing me in rank.
Oh my god! I hit yours too! I can't fight. I'm not fighting with you. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It seems more people enjoy the rat playstyle over predicting your enemy's next move. Whatever. Other buffs were to Ochako, Ida, Momo, Ibara, Toga, and Kurogiri. Check the description for the full list of changes. And let me know in the comments what change you enjoyed the most. More to be desired. Of course, there are still changes we want. Assault Endeavor's alpha and gamma attacks need tweaks, like hitting through walls and just better damage. Froppy, Aizawa, Strike Kirishima, OFA Deku, Tech Mirio, Strike Shoto, and especially Strike Nejire could all use heavy adjustments to keep the game balanced. Despite this, the entire community is happy about almost every change that day. This isn't just a patch, it's one of the best updates we've ever seen, launched exactly when we needed it the most. Right now, there really isn't a better time to dive back into Ultra Rumble. They thought it was going to be a simple bug fix. They thought it was just another maintenance night, but that couldn't be further from the truth. March 3rd was the night Ultra Rumble and its community dared to believe again, proving that even in the deepest despair, redemption is possible. Thank you, my hero, Ultra Rumble. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around to the end. I had a lot of fun on this one, especially writing script. It took me longer than any other script I've written, and I tried my best to make it entertaining and dramatic and all that stuff, and I'm sure the voice helps, or maybe it makes it worse, who knows. But yeah, thank you again, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, let me know why. If you did, you can talk about that too in the comments, and I'll probably respond if I don't get overwhelmed again. And I just want to say, at least once in the video, like, subscribe, but only if you like me as a person. If not, you don't have to. But, no, I would enjoy it if you did, but you don't have to. Okay, alright, see you all around.